That's
Yeah.
the homie. Salute to Yampi and everyone out there too.
Yeah, I was out there. Me and Grunge were like, we flew back together. Me and Chris during Barca when he was supposed to during Spanish when he was supposed to open up the store originally. Man, that's
He told me to check someone on the plane for coughing and knock over in his mouth.
oh yeah, yeah.
He said, yo, Fields is a savage. He told him, yo, if you're gonna cough, cover your mouth. I'm like, that's my guy. That's what you gotta do, bro.
For real. Yeah, we got back to Frisco and quarantined at the Hilton for like 2 days.
And
It
hopefully
was
all this figures out, man. Like,
yeah, that's
I don't
just
know.
that was not
I'm
fun.
ready to get back out to Spain. Spain, man.
Hell yeah, but Spain's what made me want to travel everywhere else. I mean, Spain is just it's fire.
They got that food over there.
Oh yeah, more Michelin star restaurants in like in a small area than like anywhere else, and like more
And
affordable.
the people out there are just genuinely like so just relaxed. Like the siesta, people take naps. Like they're not moving a million miles per hour.
Right.
You know, like they're really enjoying it. They take time to enjoy their day, to enjoy their life. So the whole concept out there, Spain.
What's the dopest place you ever smoked at, bro?
Um, Probably at Bob Marley's grave with Damian.
Wow,
You know,
that's
like
big.
we went up to their property at nighttime, it's closed, and where his grave is at. Me and Damian burned one and just just kind of soaked it up real quick. You know,
Wow.
we talked about everything when we stepped out the room, but like it was like a small little room. It's like a little house, and his casket's there, and we burned one, and it's pretty monumental, really.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I thought about that when we walked out. I was high, like, damn, you know what? Like, I'm out in Jamaica right now with Damien, and we're at this private compound, and we smoked one, with Bob's grave, and then some of the homies they whipped up real quick. They cooked some food there, and we played
Bro.
music, and we had a beer, and we smoked more, and just talked story and whatnot. It was dope. Like all the haters in the world could hate on whatever, but that's some like iconic, like just different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And what's crazy is I haven't even told no one this. I was really going through it that day, like just like emotionally, like it was a weird day. We had some big troubles on the road. Like that road to get there is very, very small. And our van was on the way up. But point being is when we smoked one, next to Bob's grave, and we went out, we was talking and drinking, and kind of got like a really good vibe. That was the anniversary of my mom passing. So I was wondering why I was all like kind of like in a weird mood out there. I'm like, damn, this is my mom's anniversary when she passed. I'm like, it's crazy. Like it just like go in there kind of like soul cleanse or whatever. So it was a trippy experience because I didn't know why I was in a weird mood all day. You know what I mean? Like all day, I'm like I should be in a great mood. I should be chilling, but I think that's the tightest place I ever smoked because it was a vibe. It was a way different vibe than I've ever had smoking anywhere else.
Dope. Appreciate you telling that story.
For
Um,
sure.
so, bro, you dropped a lot of music. How many albums you got out now?
I think like 36 or 37.
Sheesh. Yeah,
And
like you.
what's tight too? Like, man, I got hated on so hard in the beginning. You remember sickness.net?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
they used to hate
Shout
on
out
me
to you,
so
homie.
hard. They used to hate on me so hard on sickness.net and Photoshop my album covers and whatnot. And to think about the progress I made with the music, like I literally could just live off music if I wanted to right now. My catalog is stable enough that if I wanted to maintain the kind of lifestyle I have now, I could just live off music. And I'm like, that's pretty crazy because we started this hobby. When I met you, it was a hobby, and I was just doing it because I love to do it. And I look at every album like I'm just practicing my craft a little more. Me and B Real are doing an album right now, produced by Scott Storch. So if you think about it, like I don't even get on there and boast like a lot of other rappers do, but I get 50,000, 30 to 50,000 a show off music.
Yep.
Like I go to a festival, or I go to like a road. Those are real. That's that's real money as an independent artist up out of NorCal. You know what I mean? Like, get $80,000 to $100,000 to perform on 420. That's after all these years, 13 years of hard work. And what's cool is I'm not a big ass mainstream artist, but my fan base is only growing like little bits and little bits over these years. It's never went down. And so
Hell yeah.
I think that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Independent, no radio, no TV. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
agree,
Just
bro. I
hard
agree.
work.
And I remember the first heard of yours. I think was was that it was on the song you did. It was on like a Messy Marv like compilation album. But
Yeah,
that song was hard, and you did the video. That's back when Razor was popping with the videos. And you and low key, like not low key, you brought Razor up for his period of time. I feel like you brought him to light, as like a videographer.
David
Eric Becker.
Camarena. David
Yep.
Camarena is doing everyone's big videos. I found him in Santa Cruz doing some backstage. I was able to help a lot of people out with the music. Still do. Fareed's on and popping right now with the videographer.
Yep.
Like, hey man, I just like to work. I keep my head down at work. I don't worry about what no one else's opinion is besides my daughter's, and I just keep grinding, man. Because if I would have stopped when everyone was hating on me with the music back in the sickness net days, that's why I don't trip off some of the trolls right now. It sucks. It's unfortunate people want to spend their time doing all that, but if I would have tripped on it back then, where I would be at with the music, I would have stopped and been what? Nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like that. Then that's one thing I would say about that is that coming from where I am, from the person that I am, and I mean, like, if you know me, you know that I grow weed and have so, and I hustle. So that being said, the person that I am, when I heard your music, it spoke to me. And like, if people want to hate about like your lyrical content or like your wordplay or anything like that, one thing that you can like see from the progression, because I'll tell you what, like, I'm a Berner fan, all that, and anybody who knows me will tell you that. Like, I'll bump its plays, ask Miss Skittles. Ever since she's known me, like, I know your verses on. I've been listening to it, and I know like when you're speaking about things, it rings to me, so it's authentic, and like, let that be a testament to the authenticity and the quality of the music, because I look up to you as an artist, bro, for real.
thank you. Nah, man, I got your album in my other phone right now. I'm about to slap it, and you know, hopefully we figure this situation out with the situation, and
Yeah,
just get it cracking. And I love to make music. Besides the money or the success, like from the type of shows or whatnot, like, man, having an album with Cameron and doing 4 albums of Be Real, and the albums with Jack, rest in peace, the Jacka. And, man, I've worked with so many people, man, the Snoops, the Devin, the Dudes, like, bro, the Wiz, all the stuff I've done with Wiz. Like, I've been able to do some really cool music and work with people I grew up listening to. And we're talking to DMX right now about doing something. And it's just hella real. Like, so I look at it like, damn, like, when you look at like life in general and you try to like observe everything you've been through, I'm like, damn, I grew up listening to these people when I was young and wished to be like them, and now I'm working with them, and it's regular, it's normal. Like FaceTime with Scott Storch, we're flipping this album for me and Be Real, just coming up with different songs that like tempos and styles of beat that we're gonna do for the next album. Like, I'm really on FaceTime with Scott Storch, telling him to give me
yeah,
some of that old school G Unit vibe, when he was with them, or give me some of that old school Chronic was doing with Dre. Like, it feels tight to have that. That's the accomplishment. That's the payoff.
yeah,
Like, no one could take that away from you. You know what I mean? Like, you can say whatever they want to say or feel however they want to feel, but that's real. You know what I mean? The Jacka, rest in peace, is real. It's there. It's a part of history for the Bay. You know what I mean? So it's
hell
just,
yeah.
we're going to keep grinding, man.
Could you pick a top three, like, or like maybe like vibes, like that like memories that you had, you know what I mean, like out of the 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I think the drought season, classic time of my life, because I was still really, 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 really getting busy. I was still in the street, and me and Jack were down at his mini mansion in Hayward, and Lee Majors and Selsky and the whole Bay Area used to be out there. We flew. I remember
Yep.
some boss flew all the Bay Area artists out to Kansas City at one time for a show, and then I got rated the next day. Block Life Entertainment, I think their name was. But
Yeah.
being in that period of time with Jacka making the drought season that was like a crazy part of my life. I was learning how to rap then, no lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
that was a good memory. I think the first album would Be Real is a solid, number two memory of making music because we all grew up in Cyprus and just trying to get to working with B when I was younger to be able to sit down and do a full album and kind of direct the style of music we do. That was incredible and timeless. I think the third would be DJ Quick in the studio because
Sick.
DJ
Yeah.
Quick like came through and he just the hustle and he brought his MPC and we just made something from scratch. Called in a live bass player, live guitar player, and we made a record and had Ty Dolla $ign slide through. And that just being there in that moment, I was like, damn, I'm here with DJ Quick. Like I'm with Quick.
Legend.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
legend.
sitting with DJ Quick. He's making this. He's fired up on everything. Tighter than that.
No, I don't. So, man, I don't want to keep you too much more, but yo, what's in rotation? What are you smoking on right now? What are you loving? I know it's gonna be. I know.
Man, I like this. I like this Emergency from 𝙎𝙎𝘽𝙎𝘽𝙎𝘽 Junkie right now. It's fire as hell. It's got like a crazy orange peel, citrusy type of vibe. I'm smoking on the Eye Candy from Compound. The collab we did with Compound Genetics, fire.
Okay.
And Kenny Powers got some new that I need to name this week. That's a Gary Payton cross. That's ridiculous. This looks like white out. It's all white, iced out, fire.
Sick. Your favorite strain of all time?
Man, Girl Scout cookie, the original.
There you go.
The original, like that. The
Strain.
old school Sunset District, Fog City. You know what I mean?
𝙎𝙎 Spring is the first person to ever give me Girl Scout cookies. And that's when I was recording Fly Stoner. And after that, I didn't really trip off of it then, right? I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. And then I got it again, and I was like, man, this is crazy. And then I started like, it would be like days where I'd be obsessed, and I would be like, oh, look, I know if I go to the green door, I'm gonna go get it. But that's 3 hours away.
Shout out to the green door.
Yeah, so that's 3 hours away, and I'd go around to like places like clubs that were closer, like in Santa Rosa, try to find this shit. And I'd call and be like, oh, the menu got cookies on it. Go there, it ain't it. And they'd want to argue with you that it was, like you're playing, like you didn't know. So I'd always end up busting down to the green door, and they would limit you on what you had, right? Until they started getting a couple other things. They're like, oh, this cookie. Other people would start bringing in like, bag seeds, what they got. Then there's the animal cookies, all this. As long as it had that like that general flavor, like you start to see the differences. And you always wanted the Girl Scout, but they didn't always have Girl Scout. You know what I mean? So
it was like the real Kaiser So saying, you know what the biggest the thing I like the most about Cookie right now is even the people hating on me and Cookies and our crew in general. Man, so many of these in their lineage, like looking at these crosses, it all got a lot of it got Cookie in it, and so it's like cool. You know what I mean? Like it came from the Sunset District, man. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, man. We were part of their day, so it's cool to see how far that spread.
Run the comments and see how many people's name have Cookie in it.
Well, just look at their menus, man. You know what I mean? There's people in these comments right now that a lot of their menu has Cookie in it, and one of the crosses they're using are, it became a classic, man. So that's one of my favorite strains of all times, man. That Cookie, man. That blue, soapy, sticky funk.
Hell yeah! I appreciate you coming on me.
Hey, for the people watching on my side too, man, shout out to Fields, man. This guy's been grinding for a long time. He's got some great music. I got the privilege to have his album in my phone right now. His new album is official. I'm about to help, hopefully put it together. But man, salute to you, bro. You're a real dude, man. You've been grinding for a long time, and you really live what you talk about, and you've been putting in work for a long time. And I think the Skittles is some of the best weed I've ever tasted in my life. Straight up.
Bro,
that real Skittle, that grapefruit, man. Come on, man.